As per requirement of Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, notice is hereby given that this is a regular meeting of the Borough of Highlands Mayor and Council, and all requirements have been met. Notice has been transmitted to the Asbury Park Press and the Two River Times. Notice has been posted on the public bulletin board. Formal action will be taken.
Yes.
Roll call. Councilmember Boswell?
Here.
Councilmember Brian? Here. Councilmember Mazzola? Not here. Councilmember Ryan?
Here.
Mayor O'Neill?
Here.
Motion to enter into executive?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
No.
Roll call.
Roll call. Councilmember Boswell?
Yes.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola? Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
Resolution to enter into executive session February 20th, 2019. Whereas the Public Meetings Act, Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, permits the exclusion of public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the option of such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the governing body wishes to discuss attorney-client privilege, Snug Harbor Park improvements, form-based code, Highlands Business Partnership, litigation, COA, Good Neighbors LLC. As per requirement of Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, notice here is hereby given that this is a regular meeting of the Borough of Highlands Mayor and Council, and all requirements have been met. Notice has been transmitted to the Asbury Park Press and the Two River Times. Notice has been posted on the public bulletin board. Formal action will be taken. Time may be allotted for public comment at this meeting. Each speaker may be allotted a limited time when recognized by the presiding officer. Individuals wishing to address the council shall be recognized by the presiding officer and give their name, address, and group, if any, they represent. Although the council encourages public participation, it reserves the right through its presiding officer to terminate remarks to and/or by any individual not in keeping with the conduct of a proper and efficient meeting. The council will not, during the public portion of this meeting, discuss matters involving employment, appointment, termination of employment, negotiations, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of the performance of, promotion, or disciplining of any specific or prospective or current employees. Pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag Roll call.
Roll call. Councilmember Boswell.
Here.
Councilmember Brian.
Here.
Councilmember Mazzola.
Here.
Councilmember Ryan.
Here.
Mayor O'Neill.
Here.
Approval of minutes, July 18, 2018. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
All motion.
I'll second.
Okay. Councilmember Boswell?
Abstain, please.
Just do it.
Okay. Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Staying.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
And Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
So July 18th minutes were properly approved. July 30th, 2018. Do I have a motion to approve them?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
Councilmember Boswell?
Abstain.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Abstain.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
The July 30th minutes were properly approved. August 15, 2018. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Boswell?
Abstain.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Abstain.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
The August 15th minutes were properly approved. September 20th, 2018 minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Councilmember Boswell?
Abstain.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Abstain.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
The September 20th minutes were properly approved.
And I say yes to...
Oh, I missed you, I'm sorry. What's that? Okay. Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Thank you. September 20th minutes were properly approved. October 3rd, 2018 minutes. Do I have a motion?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Okay, Councilmember Brazel?
Abstain.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Abstain.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill? The October 3rd minutes were properly approved. October 17th minutes. Do I have a motion to approve it?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Councilmember Brazel?
Abstain.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Abstain.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
The October 17th minutes were properly approved. December 5th, 2018 minutes. Do I have a motion to approve them?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Councilmember Brazel?
Abstain.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Abstain.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
The December 5th minutes were properly approved. Consent agenda. Resolution 19-74, approve payment of bills. Resolution 19-75, approve refund of taxes. And Resolution 19-77, amend open space committee membership.
I'll offer it.
I'll second.
Okay. Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Yes, and I'd like to say that my newest member of the Open Space Committee is here, and thank you, Vin, for serving. I appreciate that. We all do. Thank you.
Thanks. Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
The consent agenda was properly approved. Resolution 19-76, setting forth the reasons for adopting ordinance 1901, notwithstanding the Land Use Board consistency report.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Yes,
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
Resolution 19-76 has been properly approved. Resolution 19-78, authorize execution of Monmouth County Open Space Grant for Snug Harbor Park. Do you have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Roll call.
Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
yes,
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
Resolution 1978 has been properly approved. Resolution 19-079, authorize award of non-fair and open contract for professional services to CME Associates for preliminary assessment services for Snug Harbor Park improvements.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Brazel?
Yes.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
yes,
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
Resolution 19-079 has been properly approved. Resolution 19-080, authorize renewal of shared service agreement with Middletown for animal control.
I'll offer.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Broswell?
Yes.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
yes,
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
Resolution 19-080 has been properly approved. Resolution 19-081, introduce Highland Business Partnerships 2019 budget and set hearing for adoption.
I'll offer.
I'll second.
Councilmember Broswell?
Same.
Councilmember Brian?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
no,
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
Resolution 19-081 has been properly approved. Public hearing will be March 20th at 8 p.m. Ordinance and first reading and introduction. Ordinance 19-03, amend Chapter 8-5 of Borough Code Snow and Ice Removal. Do I have a motion?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Broswell?
Yes.
Councilmember Brian?
I'm going to say no because I think it's silly.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor Neal?
I have the same, thoughts as Councilwoman Ruan, so I'll say no.
Okay. Ordinance 19-03, the public hearing will be held on March 6th. Ordinance 19-04, amend Chapter 8-2 of Borough Code, excavation of public streets.
I'll offer.
I'll second it.
Councilmember Broswell?
Yes.
Councilmember Rion?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill?
Yes.
Ordinance 19-04 has been properly introduced. The public hearing will be on March 6th. For public hearing, ordinance 19-01, amend Chapter 21, Article 14, Section 74, prohibited uses.
That's the marijuana ordinance.
I'll offer that. Open the public hearing. Oh, all right. Open it for the public. Who wants to say something? Ms. Corker?
Since we're the frequency of the drive, as I remember reading for the last lot, I'd like you to table this ordinance, revisit it, please go past it tonight. We need more time to explore this ordinance and how having legal marijuana sales and having could possibly be good for us. And I think passing this cuts that half off. I got a whole bunch of reasons where I filled it out. One is at least one of the business will have to reduce it. With an adequate ordinance, you can limit the number of sellers and auction houses, just like we do with liquor licenses. We have a high number of liquor licenses in this town, it's less than 1 square mile. And in my opinion, if you ban the sale of legal marijuana, since the state acting legal marijuana, this basically be the next. We've got a problem with alcohol in this town. Having legal marijuana sales really is there's a lot of benefits to the use of marijuana and how it can be a substitute for illegal opiate use. And since we have a problem with the legal addiction to illegal opiates in this town, this could possibly offset that. Many people in Highland already use marijuana recreationally. So when you ban the sale in town, you're basically telling the residents that what they're doing is wrong, even though the state is going to legalize it. And even though the present time medicinal marijuana is legal in the state. And then they're going to go elsewhere to buy it, and so you're missing out on these giant people who might actually have the town. You're basically telling your residents, you know, what's the business? Go somewhere else. And I don't know if you're aware, but some shops in Atlantic County are already using CBD oil in their products. There's a juice bar and coffee shop that's putting CBD oil in their products. And if you ban the sale of legal marijuana, again, once legalized by the state of New Jersey, we're going to miss out on business. And we're going to be the town that's behind the times. And we're going to be the town that's not current, that's, you know, oh, they've got all these bars and restaurants, and they have a drink that comes through in March. And, you know, yay, let's all go to Highland to get drunk, but after they do sell marijuana, it's perfectly legal. So please, just table the ordinance for now. Don't have it wrong. I think there's a lot of benefits to this, and I think it needs to be explored first.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I was going to say I agree with everything you said. I sent you all the email with the benefits. The transportation that has enough to various reasons of alcohol is much worse than cannabis use. And I really want you to consider these people progressive here and forward. I believe we have nothing but bad articles written about it, so once we can have something positive. And I do think that it's going to be a job and possibility to success.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Close the public portion. yes, and I'll make it.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Cosarelli?
Yes.
Councilmember Leon?
Before I cast my vote, I will say something on a personal note. Nearly 100 years ago, my great-grandfather ran for Congress, and his platform was a speedy repeal of the Prohibition Amendment. And we all saw how that went down, right? So, that was in 1920. He was a Republican from Delaware. I cannot, in good conscience, with all of the bars in this borough, say yes to this ordinance where it is inclusive of medically prescribed marijuana when no one at this table is a doctor. And we are going to ban a legal substance. It sets horrible precedent, and my vote is no.
Councilmember Mazzola?
I would like to say that before I vote, that this is not a judgment on anyone that uses marijuana, whether it's recreationally or medicinally. Medicinal marijuana has been legal in the state of New Jersey for a few years, and we are not banning the use of marijuana. Whether it's, once it's passed, then it's legal in the state of New Jersey for recreational purposes. If it is passed in the state of New Jersey, you can purchase it elsewhere and you can use it here. We cannot prohibit people from using marijuana. My vote is yes.
Councilmember Ryan?
And I'm going to say that there are lots of things, the shops that we ban in this town. And what I heard from the residents is you want the face of this town to change. And this might sound crude, but it's not meant to be. Sex shops are illegal in this town, but you can do whatever you want and buy your items wherever you want to buy them. I have no problem with you smoking pot. I had cancer, and I smoked pot, and it was not legal for me because I had to have 6 months left to live. So I truly believe medicinal marijuana is great. I believe CBD oil is great. But I don't want to see a shop here selling it right now. Maybe in 5 years, maybe in 10 years, we can always amend that ordinance. But right now, that is not what we're looking for this town, unless I'm wrong with what the majority of people have said to me. So I am voting against it. So I'm voting yes.
You're voting for it. To be clear.
Mayor O'Neill? Ordinance 1901 has been properly adopted. Ordinance 1902, amend parking for residents, is the public hearing of possible adoption. Open to the public.
Open to the public. Anybody on this?
Thank you.
Anybody else?
She's saying that the people that are in her area, they move their cars to Lake Shore Drive. I know, she's definitely about something that will allow it.
Okay. Nobody else? Anything? Close the public portion.
Okay. There's a motion to properly approve ordinance, ordinance 1902.
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Brazo?
Yes.
Councilmember Leon?
Yes.
Councilmember Mazzola?
Yes.
Councilmember Ryan?
Yes.
Mayor O'Neill? Ordinance 19-02 has been properly approved. Other business, engineers report.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Doug Romeyer for the record. I'd just like to give a brief update on a few of our active capital projects. Improvements to Valley Street is underway at this time. I'm sure most of the residents are aware of that. Recently, we completed the sanitary sewer component of the project, which is great news. It's the deepest part of the work. We're mobilizing now and preparing for the installation of the storm sewer component. That's going to be a lot of work and excavation as well. It's a large diameter pipe that'll continue on for several weeks. It'll be followed by reconstruction of all the concrete improvements, concrete curbing, handicap ramps, affected driveway aprons, and then ultimately followed up by fresh paving on the whole project. So, moving along, in addition to that, the CDBG project, Community Development Block Grant, which was received by the borough, which includes miscellaneous improvements on Shore Drive, 2nd Street, and Cedar Street. Plans and bid documents are substantially complete at this time. I will be submitting a draft to the borough for authorization to go out to bid. I hope to see that advertised for public bid within the month of March. It's not a large project, not a long-term construction project like Valley, so if everything goes smoothly, we can have that completed prior to the summer season. Sanitary sewer at Bay Ave and Waterwich. Our office is studying one of the legs of the sanitary sewer system along Bay at Waterwich for current capacity. As soon as that study is complete, we're going to possibly advance the conceptual improvements into an actual design, and we're anticipating being able to coordinate through the environmental trust program, specifically their coastal community water quality restoration program, which offers a significant amount of principal forgiveness. One of the resolutions on the agenda this evening touched on Snug Harbor Park. Monmouth County Open Space Grant was received. The subsequent reso was to authorize our office to do the initial environmental analysis of the site. One of the requirements of that grant is to ensure that the property is clean and before there's money, public money applied to it for this grant. So my office will very quickly perform that preliminary site assessment, and based on the findings, we can advance that into a design for the park improvements itself. That's all I have.
Any questions from the table? Nice report.
Thank you.
Do you have an idea of the Valley Avenue job, how long it's going to take?
So now that the sanitary work is done and we're transitioning into the storm sewer, the contractor indicated, we'll see how quickly the pipe gets installed. They're 8-foot sections, one piece at a time, approximately 1,100 linear feet of piping. I'm anticipating about 6 weeks of work to get the storm sewer component done. Once that's done, we will be able to really close up the major excavations and focus on the at-grade improvements. So, if everything goes in line, about 6 weeks for the storm, I'd envision about 3 weeks for the concrete, and then another 2 weeks to pave and a week to restore. I'm projecting, if everything goes smoothly right now with weather and utility conflicts, I'm projecting wrapping that up mid-June.
That's pretty good.
Just to add to that, there's been a lot of, at the construction meeting we had on Friday, there's a lot of pipe work that had to be done, and it took a lot longer because the water table is so high in that area in particular, and there's just not a lot of room to work in. A lot of stuff had to be hand dug, so they weren't using any of the machines, so it took a little bit longer than it usually would have done. We're finding at all of the intersections, there's a lot of, as they call it, spaghetti, where there's old pipes and new pipes, and they're all right next to each other, and there's just not a lot of room to work, so that's why it took longer than expected. So just keep patient. We're doing the best we can, as soon as we can.
Stuff that has been going rather well.
I know.
Yeah. I thought the sanitary line was going pretty quick. I thought. I mean, I know that, like you're saying, they had a few little surprises, but...
Right, we found an underground vault. I mean, there's all sorts of crazy things going on, so we're having at it.
Okay, anybody else, anything? What else? Chief?
Police Chief's report.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to inform the public, also Mayor and Council, for the past few years, the Bay Shore Chief, the Bay Shore Task Force participates in a working group. The group does a lot of training, and one of the biggest initiatives we have is the active shooter training. So what we do is we send towns from Aberdeen to Highland every month, a particular town, no around the region, so in the border, we host of that training. So we will be the host of people. I don't know where we're going to host it at this point. Our officers, if they're available, they go throughout the county, just in case there's an emergency in any one of our schools or a building for that matter. The response, the mutual response is the same. So everybody's on the same page, really kind of training. With that being said, just recently we had a meeting, we participate in weekly meetings with the school, both schools, town government, regularly. They're mandated by the state as drills monthly. We participate in those drills. If you notice, my officers are at both schools every single day. So throughout the day, we have officers that are in those schools every single day. We recently had a taking meeting with Henry Hudson, the superintendent, who has been there for a while in the taking meeting. It was a really good taking meeting. And I signed the memorandum of understanding between law enforcement and schools. So that gives us, there's a new division in that MOU that gives us great access to the school. Council will be aware of the school consider about and have contract language that the school is looking to those schools at this point. So that's really good. It's a really good step forward for us to fulfill those implement that next.
Did you just have some kind of training in the old thrift shop?
We allowed, Middletown has a SWAT team.
Oh, is that what that was?
We allowed them
Okay.
to use they do the same training. Some are there, they have instructors, we have instructors. Some of the other things for the town have instructors. This way, everybody's on the same page, all training the same.
You're good? Okay. Public portion. Seeing none? Oh, okay.
That's true.
Is that on?
I think. Can't really hear you.
I'm really disappointed in your vote not to prohibit cannabis. You say things like there's no sex shops. Well, we just got around to tattoo shops. We've lost all that. So we're really backward when it comes to this stuff. I mean, pool halls, arcades. I mean, we're back in, an old school era here. So it's just silly. It's silly. I can't even believe that you guys voted that.
Okay, that's your opinion.
That's my opinion. Next is, I'd like to know what's going on with 36 runoff. Anything?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
paying for that.
It's in the report.
Oh, she doesn't have the report.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
It should have.
Let him come on.
It should have been back.
I guess it was towards the end of 2018, we met with Middletown Township and the county to review the impacts to the borough. We came up with some concepts, and what I'm looking to do is I'm making a recommendation to the council to potentially fold that into that Waterwich Bay sanitary and storm sewer large project that I mentioned earlier today. There's a lot of sediment coming down the hill, and I think there'll be opportunity to separate that from the storm system when we do a larger regional project like that. Oh, yeah. I'm looking. Conceptually, there's a piece of property uphill on the south side of Route 36 that we're eyeing up as a good option to collect it before it makes it into the system.
And about the, runoff that comes from the pollution area.
I can talk about that. Yeah, I'm actually working with the NJDOT on that. They have a project manager, and they're studying that portion over there. There are two people with the NJDOT that are looking at that area over there, and they're supposed to handle that in the spring. And I also have a contact, there's a new association president up at Monmouth Hill, and
have been in contact with them, and we are supposed to get together and speak about Monmouth as well.
I don't.
It's preliminary, yeah. It's in the works. It's a big project. That is, it's a big project.
I know, the runoff's been going on for so long, we need some resolution.
Okay.
Finally.
Okay.
And then, do we have a plan yet for this area we can look at? We can put online.
The plans for,
This area, the work that's going to be done in this area?
No,
Re-
right
regarding
now
the
we're
stormwater?
studying.
The stormwater,
they're just doing the surveying right now.
Okay, so I don't know, we don't have any...
Well, the plans come after the survey.
Right now they're studying the
Some idea
sanitary.
what we're doing over here.
No, right now they're just studying the sanitary work, and then we'll check when everything becomes available.
Okay, and I wanted to, one of the residents had a problem on Valley Street, where they got their wall, the contractor, and I'm wondering how is that going to be handled? Because it seems like she got the run along.
Ms. Gonzalez has been in contact with them.
Well, Ms. Gonzalez got on somebody else, who told her, well, too bad, we weren't by your house, they said. So,
I can answer to that too.
Okay,
So
sure.
we're all aware. We have received a series of complaints, be it, interruption of parking in front of the house, dirt on the sidewalk. I do deal with, and my office deals with, a lot of the residents directly. The one that I believe you're mentioning is a resident that's one or two houses off of Valley. And that woman had sent over a photo of, about a 10-inch crack in the sheetrock at the corner of a doorway. What I explained was our activities and the distance from the house to our activities. I have no way of correlating a sheetrock crack in the dead of winter to excavation out in Valley.
and that gives me a lot of concern, because there's going to be a lot of work around this area,
Yeah.
and I don't want to have to worry about our having to shift our home again,
Right.
because of the work being done outside. And I know this person is quite an honest person, very honest person, and I'm quite sure that it happened to the work that was being done.
Mr. Romo,
what
I'm not saying that he's not an honest person.
Well, she said it was right, they were working right in front of her house the day before. So, I mean...
In front of her house? You said it's a couple houses away?
One or two properties off of Valley Street from when I looked up the location. And the way that I left it with the resident was keep an eye on it, and if it becomes a real issue, we have a means of submitting any type of damage claims through the contractor's insurance company. So nobody's going to be left high and dry. The issue is managing any claims to make sure that they're actually confirmed that they were caused by the construction itself, because in winter, caulk and sheetrock is drying out, although it's been such a dry winter, so...
Right, but also, the machinery is banging down on those streets.
It's not like that. That's not what's going on down there.
That's the residents are saying, the houses were shaking.
Yes, they are. There was a number that they could call on down in front of the...
Well, they did. They
Told you to
did
be
an
with
appropriate answer, so that's why I'm bringing it up. But for you, so that you know,
You have it.
I want to bring it up now publicly.
Thank you.
because I know there's work here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Tim Scarfish, Short Drive. I have a question on the Snug Harbor Park. After Sandy received a grant from the Snowflake Foundation to resurface the course, how does that factor into here?
It can go towards the improvement portion of the project.
Okay, and I see that we received the Monmouth County Open Space Grant, but we have all of our available open space funds committed to the bathrooms on the beach, and I don't think we have any more funds left in the open space. Did we give
do
up
have
that
funds.
grant?
Well, we do have funds available.
$125,000?
Well, $125,000 is the grant that we got from Monmouth County Open Space for this grant.
Usually they're matching funds. How much do we have to match in them?
But you don't have to use your trust fund as well.
So you're going to increase our taxes
we actually have the time for that.
Okay. And I just have a question for Rosemary. Since we have so many vacancies in town, and you don't want to see a cannabis shop, what do you want to see in town?
I'd love a
And
nail salon, I'd love a hair salon, I'd love a dry cleaner, I'd love someplace where I could
You-
buy fresh fruit.
As someone in property management, you do not want a dry cleaner. The chemicals they use.
Okay, then I don't want a dry cleaner, but you know what?
But,
I can take any of the others.
and how are you helping to fill our vacancies?
I actually am talking to people when they come in here. So we are talking about having somebody speak to the businesses when they come in, and you will hear about that probably the next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Close the public portion, make a motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.